So in one of my previous videos, I told you guys that I was approaching almost £200,000 invested within my stocks and shares ISAs and my general investment account. And although that is a great milestone and I'm happy with my investing progress, I do have a big decision to make in the future that could change everything that I have invested. Now, the thing is, I need a place to stay. This place that I'm staying in right now is way too small. There's not even a dedicated place that I can film anymore because it's just become so cluttered, and yeah, we need more space. There are two options, of course. One is renting and the other is buying a property. Now, I don't live in London anymore, so up north, very north in Scotland, houses don't actually cost too much. Unless, of course, you want something massive or you want a central location. This means that I could potentially buy a property outright with the investments that I have, plus a bit of savings, which means, of course, that I'll be mortgage free. Now, who doesn't want that? However, the consideration here is, look at my Trading 212 Stocks and Shares ISA. It is worth just over £125,000. I have always wanted this to be the long-term investing stocks and shares ISA that, allows me to accumulate my wealth over time. But if I put this into a housing deposit or even buying a house up front, then I will lose so many years of progress. So in this video, I'm going to, on video, deliberate over whether or not I should be using my Trading 212 Stocks and Shares ISA as a part of buying a house. Now, if you'd like to sign up to Trading 212 and receive a free fractional share worth up to £100, then all you have to do is to follow the link in the description box down below or scan this QR code appearing on your screen right now. Alternatively, if you've already signed up to Trading 212 over the past 10 days but have not received your free fractional share, then all you have to do is to press the three horizontal line menu over here. Then scroll all the way down until you see the section Use Promo Code. And in this section, just enter the code JUBAIR and this should give you a free fractional share. Okay, so back to the topic. This channel has always been about my journey in investing, and over the past year, I have shared with you that I have been mostly in cash. Even as I speak right now, this is a very cash-heavy stocks and shares ISA, and the gain over the past year has been pretty terrible. I don't even take interest from this cash, so this cash is just sitting here, pretty much dead cash, which is fine by me. Now, one of the main reasons why this is done is because if I'm going to use this cash for my house, then of course I can't afford to risk it in the stock market. Therefore, capital preservation is by far more important for me. Now, you may be wondering why I don't just enable interest and receive, 3.85% as an annual equivalent rate on my cash. Well, because of religious reasons, I do not want to go for interest on my cash, and neither do I actually want a mortgage, which is pretty much interest too. So that gives me very few options as to buying a house, because I either have to buy it outright or I have to bend on my principles and get a mortgage. Now, technically, there is an alternative option, and this is to get a halal mortgage or Islamic mortgage. However, I'm not convinced after looking at the interest rates, that's what it is, that it is halal or Islamic at all. So if anyone knows about these mortgages, please feel free to inform me more about how exactly they are halal. Anyway, I've been looking at those mortgages and it's around 7%, which I think is ridiculously high. So like I said, I've had this Trading 212 Stocks and Shares ISA for a while now. This is my bread and butter for stocks and shares ISAs. I can show you all the way back by going here that it was opened on April 2023. So it's been around 3 years. However, I did an ISA transfer of my ISA of 2 years. So this is actually more closer to 4 ISA deposits of £20,000. So I put in a maximum of £80,000 and currently it's worth over £125,000. I'm very happy with the performance. And over the past 2 years, I actually didn't deposit into my Trading 212 Stocks and Shares ISA. Instead, I opted to deposit into different ISAs, which I'm going to quickly show you once again. Now, here is one of the Stocks and Shares ISAs. I put in £19,700 here. It is actually up by nearly 20% since investing, which is actually really good. And it's worth over £23,500. Now, I can use this as a deposit for the house and then never touch my Trading 212 stocks and shares ISA and let that compound. But I do have some other stashes in my stocks and shares ISA. Here's another one with around £10,000. And here's another one which is pretty brand new, less than a month in, and it's worth £10,070. Now, in addition to that, I do have a general investment account worth £21,440. This is also pretty brand new. I put in £21,055. The rest is actually profit. And again, this is all in cash. Most of these portfolios are all in cash because if I'm going to actually use the cash, I can't afford to put it into the stock market and see a decline that I would have to crystallize at a loss. It doesn't make sense if I'm going to use that to buy a house. Now, outside of my Trading 212 stocks and shares ISA, I have around £65,000 invested or at least put into investment accounts, which I could then invest into, take risks and do whatever and, get closer to getting more of an amount that I can put into a housing deposit for some sort of mortgage to leverage my money so that I don't have to touch my Trading 212 stocks and shares ISA. Now, the thing is, if I total all of these accounts up, they add to around £190,000, and then I have a bit of cash savings, and I could add to the cash savings too outside of these accounts, and that could equal the exact amount that I need to buy a house outright. But then I lose all of these years of ISA deposits. So 4 years of ISA deposits and plus the gain tax-free on that I lose. I think even if I don't deposit another penny into this Trading 212 stocks and shares ISA, that I could potentially reach $1 million by 60. And I think $1 million will definitely be able to, after having, paid off the house, it will be enough for my lifestyle or, put it into a business and, multiply the money there. So I'm definitely torn between withdrawing this and buying a house outright. At least then I don't have any mortgage payments. Of course, there will be maintenance payments and stuff like that, council tax, that never goes away. But all of a sudden, I have way less outgoings, and that could be pretty cool. Right now, I do rent, so it would be nice to get away from those rent payments. And it's just the peace of mind of owning a property. So like I said, most of these portfolios are in cash. However, they are still growing. And this is because I am all in cash. I can take out positions, take risk on one of the accounts. And then if there are any dips, I can just buy up the shares with the other accounts. That's what I've been doing, and that's what I've been doing from the start, and I have received very good results, although that's not what you're supposed to do, long-term investing and all of that. It is definitely my personal journey, and everyone's situation in finance is completely different, and I completely understand that. If I were to withdraw everything, I definitely know what I would be doing from starting again, and that's definitely not trying to time the market and just leaving it into just one ETF that will track the world. If I had to start from zero again, I would just literally buy this fund here, which is the iShares MSCI World Islamic Fund. Of course, this is not financial advice, and you probably wouldn't even want to invest into this anyway, but this would be just the one fund that I buy, and I probably won't have any speculative plays on the side. And as you can see, over the past year, up by over 35%. I think I made a mistake. I meant ISWD, so let's go into that. So here is the iShares MSCI World Islamic, denominated in pence and pounds. This is the one I'd probably go for, and over the past year, up by over 32%. And I'll just keep buying this, and who knows, maybe I will get my average returns of 7 to 11%, but at least I wouldn't have to go through the stress of what I have been doing, which technically is not stress, but I know if I had started again, I would just go down this route. So make sure to check out some of my other videos, and I'll see you in the next video.